Song before we start. Oh, I see you over there. Okay, Aiden, all the way from somewhere. Now, someone on YouTube just asked me a question. I Should Care, just in case you guys are watching. And you were wondering what that tune was called. And I'm just warming up. I was doing a lot of business the last couple of days, so I'm actually just getting back to playing again. And so I have a lot of announcements to make. For example, next month I'm actually going to start my Indiegogo. So I'm going to be doing another album soon in a tour that's going to be coming in March. In the main social media, you'll hear all about it. Okay, and I'm just putting his name up there. And Christopher, Jazz Guitar Quest. Great to hear from you guys. And let me see who's watching me on Instagram here. I'm going to say hi to all these people, wave to you guys. And if there's any comments or questions, please let me know on Instagram as well. And just so you know, on Instagram, I have an announcement for Instagram where I have this thing called badges. If you're enjoying the show, you can actually donate a badge to me, $1 or $2 or $5. You just go to badges, and hey, it's Ymir. Ymir is my student, and he's gonna be taking a lesson with me tomorrow. Great guitarist, in the New York area, and he's learning how to play 7-string guitar. He just switched to that, so this is a 7-string guitar, everybody. If you have any questions, this is you can actually donate to this on the description. You can go to PayPal, etc. And another announcement I have is, if you enjoy my chord work, you can pick up this chord fingertip on my website, okay, ronjacksonmusic.com, and just go there, and you can learn about cool chord melody and stuff I'm doing right now from this book, okay, and just go to ronjacksonmusic.com and check it out. So, if there any questions, please send them to me or comments. I'm going to answer them. Let me see what's down here. Hey, someone. Oh yeah, how's it going? Good. I'm going good, Dario. I think Dario crack on guitar finish. You dropped your guitar. Someone asked about that, Joaquin. You know what? I go to a repairman because I don't know how to do that stuff. Just be honest with you. Hey, Luke Artist, all the way from Italy, saying hi from on Instagram. How you doing? So I'm actually streaming to all these platforms. My group, all right, for watching. I really appreciate you. And on YouTube, and on all these forums. I need to paste. I need to pin this comment. Post. Hacked. Let me see. Okay. Let me see this for a second. Let me just paste this real quick and pin this comment. So yeah, I know. I asked. Oh yeah, let me show you. Oh yeah, let me show you. This is all for small cracks, okay? Let me see who that is. Oh, Dario's in Dallas, Texas. Oh, good. I'm trying to get to Texas to play, actually. Oh, good. Chris, if you want to buy my book, Chris, yeah, you can put the discount. We're going to put a discount code for you right now in the comments, okay? Sorry, everybody. I use this little pen I got from Home Depot. It's called repair markers. But if it's a big crack store, but I use this for small little scratches on my guitar. If you look at my guitar, I'm always, putting this stuff down. Like, you see these little marks here on my guitar at the bottom, if you can see them. I actually see that little crack right here, little ting. I use these markers actually to fill them in. I look for the right color, like this color maybe, and then I just take my pen and just go like this. type of things. If you use a guitar all the time, you know, you're gonna get little chains and things like that on your guitar. And you know, I'm not a big stickler about that, but you know, yeah, thank you. So we're gonna put a little code up there for you guys to save. I think it's a save 10% on my book. And I have sales sometimes, you know, but you know, so it depends on usually holidays. The next one's probably going to be Labor Day. Okay, so you can pick up this book right here. You know, right now on my website, I've sold a lot of books. I just actually got a brand new box. Someone's going to show you the new box I'm gonna that I got. They're going to hand it to me in a second and show it that right there. Yeah, so I just got a brand new box of books, everybody. So you can learn chord melody. Let me show you. Let me see. So look at this. I just got books. So get them before they run out again, everybody. So yeah, so that's my book, Chords at Your Fingertips. It's presented by this magazine called Acoustic Guitar Magazine that I write for. I have 2 articles and about the harmonic minor and the melodic minor. Exposed wood after the crack be fine, or will there be a long-term effects? I mean, it's actually just go to a repairman, okay? Lines on a simple progression. Oh yeah, okay. So let me show this before we do that. Someone's asking me, could you please provide some solo guitar? Is asking about, could you provide access insight to playing C major, D minor to G7? So the best way to do that is actually do this. Watch this. So if you're playing a C major 7, you play the major scale, the Ionian scale. Now the D minor 7 scale, you D Dorian, and G7, G dominant. Now these are all the key of C major, but I don't think like that when I'm actually playing. I'm actually switching between all of them. Okay, I'll go from C major. If I'm in the, you know, if I'm playing for C major and I go C Dorian, you should play with C Dorian from that root too, or C dominant, or C Lydian. You should be able to change your scales to any scale. C Locrian. So you should be able to play that from any root. Okay, everybody. When I'm practicing 25, 251, I play 4/4 rhythm changes because it becomes more difficult. Oh yeah, I understand that. Yeah. So you can practice sequences, guys, too. So that's another thing you do. I could go like it. I mean, this is really a simple exercise. I show this all the time to my students. The you know, like all arpeggios. I mean, I'm only doing it for the root position, everybody. Then 2/5. I'm doing 1/6 2/5 the whole time when I'm doing this. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. So yeah. So everybody, so you know, we pinned my comment for the discount code for my book, everybody. So if you want to get my book, the comment is pinned, so you can save 10% on my website. Okay. If you have any questions, let me know. And let me play another song then to continue. Okay. And I'll take some more questions. It becomes more difficult on a backing track. Yeah, sure. Good, good. Diet up. I mean, I think I know what dyads means. I'm going to look that up in a second. That's a good question. Someone's asking me about dyads. So go back. It's okay. You know, let me look that up real quick. You look the dyads up for me. Yeah. So anyway, let me play a song before we do that, and then we're going to go into questions right now. Oh yeah, someone's asking me about Coltrane changes. So you know what's really funny? I took a lesson recently with Mike Stern, the guitar player, and the first thing he said, we had a good talk about that. So you know, I like so we worked on jazz steps, and so there's different ways to approach that song. And basically, jazz steps is taking jazz steps is an E flat, okay. But basically, you're taking the scale and dividing it into 3 parts: E flat, G, and B, or which is actually in this case, you know, it's an augmented chord in the key of E, E flat. So jazz steps is basically is actually from the Slominski book, wherever my book is right here, which is this book. Okay, Sloan Minsky is his name, and he's really great. Um, and so John Coltrane went to this section in the book where you actually take the. Let me tell you the section. Diatone progression. Okay, and the diatone progression. Oh, it's corrupted. Oh wow. Oh, it says about the link is corrupted. Oh. Uh-oh. So I've got to go in there and get it fixed, guys. Oh, my link is corrupted, so I better contact my company, okay? So we'll work on that next. I'm sorry about the board. Oh, sorry. Let me move that banner. So let me remove that banner. Actually, the banner could be like a scrolling banner. Actually, we'll fix that in a second. I'll move the guitar. I'll move the guitar down a little bit like this. Okay, that's better. So that's diatone progression. So let me play Giant Steps for you a little bit with my. Well, I'm not gonna play Giant Steps right now for you because I want to try. I'll do it like solo guitar. Ready? Here we go. Okay. So let me see. Just do it here. Okay. So hey everybody. So that was Giant. Someone had a question about that kind of stuff. Let me see some of the comments here that people are making here. It does actually, Eric. I just actually picked up a couple of them right now from Skull Shaver, and it works great. So you know that, everybody. So you know what I need to do. I'm going to answer a couple more questions because I'm going to have to see what's going on with my website.
Tell them.
Yep.
The link I posted in the comment that is pinned. Do exactly as. Click on that, not anything that's previously saved in their browsers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's probably what happened because that one works, but the shop one is.
Okay, so hey everybody. So I'm going to put this in the comments right now. It's already pinned. But if you want to buy my book in my store, someone just told me that you need to go to ronjacksonmusic.com/store. Don't put anything else in there. There's a corrupted link. I think my website is actually working, but that's the problem. I'm going to talk to my website developer. Someone's been trying to hack my site, so we're going to make sure that's straight after this, okay? Okay. No, sure. Okay. Okay, so here, everybody. So now let me continue to answer some questions. Giant steps. What's Wonderwall? I don't know that one. Thank you.
Oasis.
Huh?
Oasis. Wonderwall.
Oh, Oasis. I don't know that one. Okay, Dario. So anyway, so you can pick up my book if you go to that right link. Okay, that's pinned to my comments. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Let me keep answering some questions here. So the pinball shaver is really great. If I could see the box of the new one, it's in the plastic bag over there. Yep, that would be great. Um, in the bathroom. Let me see what else is going on here. I want to keep answering some questions. Let me go to YouTube, Instagram. Actually, studying. I study music theory, and I'm struggling. Any tips for that? I try to study a little every time to be sure, but I have understood the concepts. But yeah, sometimes theory blows my mind. Theory. I'll tell you, everybody. Theory is really important, but you can be a good, that you get a teacher to help you or study with somebody. Now you just have to be able to relate theory to what you're actually playing. And that can be a little tricky. Okay, so when I'm actually playing, I have a lot of patterns memorized and licks. So you have to really be conscious about that kind of stuff. And so when I'm playing, like I know that if I'm playing like let's say I'm playing a C altered scale, and I play that really. I can't think of every note. I just remember the pattern. But if I slow it down, then I'll go. C altered is actually could be a D flat melodic minor scale. So it's like this. Okay, that's a D flat melodic minor scale starting on C. So I know that's altered, but also I know that this is a C note, which is the root. The D flat against the C chord, the C dominant 7 chord with a flat 9, sharp 9, flat 13, all those notes. This is actually a flat 9, sharp 13, a flat 7, and back to 1. But that's hard to remember all that stuff. So you have to practice it over and over. And to play it is a whole different story. So you have to know where to start on that note, etc. So that's really tricky to play, melodic minor and use it for altered, and then use it for different. Practice over and over, and just study as much as you can. Remember, everything's about repetition. So that's a great question. That's from Luke Artist, one of my friends on Instagram. Thank you for watching. Let me see what else. What other questions are on the comments? Let me see. Someone's asking, how do you improvise? Fly Me to the Moon. Okay, I'll play Fly Me to the Moon from Timia Art. Let me play that. It's one of my favorite. Okay. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for everybody for watching. Hey, Stevie Ray Vaughan is watching. Oh my God. Stevie Ray Vaughan is watching on YouTube, man. I thought you were. He's probably coming from a different world. A little request. Do you ever use pedals? That's a great question, John. Yes, I do. Actually, I have a bunch of pedals right over here that I can't quite reach. Let me see if I can grab them real quick. Yes, I use pedals. And look at this. These are kind of heavy, but look at this. I have a whole pedal. So, I'm going to be doing my Indiegogo soon for my new album. And I'm going to be coming on tour near you soon. In the Midwest, particularly on the West Coast. And I'm working a bunch of dates. And so look at these pedals I have here, everybody. Watch this. Someone's asking about pedals. Look at this. Oh, I don't know if Instagram can see this, but these are some pedals I use. I used this on a session recently. Take a look. These are a ton of pedals, guys. uh, hey, someone said they love Stevie Ray Vaughan's work. He must be working from heaven because Stevie passed away quite a while ago, but he has his own YouTube channel. A lot of these from Seymour Duncan. These are great pedals, guys. And I got the pedal train, pedal board, and I got a Voodoo Labs. Did a filming recording session with this recently. So yes, I use pedals. And yeah, thank you, Dario. Those are great. Those are great pedals too. Joyo, vintage, old and clean sound, but a bunch more pedals than this. I can't fit them all in this thing, man. And some guys, one of my friends, Alex Skolnick, he's a great guitar player. Mike Stern always uses like some kind of delay. I was taking a lesson with him recently, and they have like tons of pedals, man. I don't know how they loop all that stuff. And I don't know, man. It's like a whole art. I don't know if I have a hard time enough playing the guitar than all these pedals, but so yeah, on there. Yeah, I have all kinds of pedals. Let me show you real quick what I have on here, everybody. You want me to do that? So let me show you real quick what I have in here. So my sorry, Instagram, it might be hard to show you this, but I have like let me show you. So I have a Dark Sun reverb delay from Seymour Duncan, a loop station from Boss, a shapeshifter tremolo from Seymour Duncan called the shapeshifter, the Catalina chorus pedal, a booster pedal output of the guitar, okay, a Palladium gain stage. It's actually like a kind of an overdrive from Seymour Duncan. So these are from Seymour Duncan. Seymour Duncan. That's why I have these pedals. This is a distortion pedal. This one, it's a really great one. An Octaver from Boss, which I didn't get from them, and a volume pedal. Okay, so all these pedals right here from Seymour Duncan are from my endorsement with them. So they're great pedals. Seymour Duncan, go check out their pedals. They're in the pedal company, pedal business now. So for like the last 4 or 5 years, so they're really great. Seymour is actually a good friend of mine. I've known him for like a long time. One of my fans, and thank you. You want to hear jazz guitar with overdrive? Actually, on my one of my videos on YouTube and TikTok and all that, I'm playing. I've got to see what's going on with my website and all. On my website, you can go to the store directly now. That link, and I'm going to figure out why the other link is corrupted. And if you enjoyed the show, particularly everybody, please donate to my page. You can actually go for Instagram. You can actually, it's pinned to my comments. You can give me a donation at PayPal at Ron Jackson Music. Okay, Venmo, Cash App, all that stuff, all at Ron Jackson Music. Okay, and also you can actually give me a badge if you like. Okay, so you can go there, and Instagram's actually encouraged me to do that. And then on YouTube, just go to Ron. I have a song request. Um, what's that? Oh yeah, I'm gonna take that off right now. That comment. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Oh yeah, someone's asking about Django Reinhardt. Let me do that real quick. Django Reinhardt's one of my favorite guitar players, everybody. And he's actually from Belgium, a Belgian gypsy, and he was like one of the greats. And he actually played with his fingers like this, seared together, and he was amazing, man. You can actually, if you have two strong fingers, you can actually play a lot of stuff. I've had to talk about this with George Benson one time. You have two strong fingers. Even my guitar teacher Melvin Sparks, one of them, talked about if you have two strong fingers, you could really play, and he could play, and he was great. One of my favorite guitar players. Let me see. Let me show you. Let me see. Dario saying this. Does the book illustrate chords you use, Ron? Yes, it does, Dario. Look, actually, a few of my exercises in this book, Dario, is asking a question about this book. For example, I take a melody. First, you learn how to play bass lines with chords, Dario. So there's one of my exercises, a really popular one, actually one of the most popular ones on Acoustic Guitar Magazine, is you learn how to play walking. And then another thing I do is chord melody. I take a song like Billy Boy, and I develop the melody, okay, all the way into like a full chord melody. Now you can go to my Patreon, and I'm going to be going live on my Patreon about the book itself, but it becomes a whole chord melody here, guys. So yes, Dario, the book goes over chords a lot. And the book is actually all chords. I have just different writers on here. Not only me, there's a great guitarist like Adam Levy, who's played with like a bunch of different people: Annie DeFranco, Lisa Loeb, Nora Jones. These are all the writers in the book, everybody. So you can check them out. It's a really great book. Okay, so go check it out, and go to my website. You get the 10% off. And thank you, everybody. Just let me show that. Thank you. Ron, can you $5 donation? Let me see. Oh, let me look at the. I want to look at the bass line for a second, and we're gonna play a song request from. He gave me a tip for the song "So What," so I'll play him "So What." Okay, here we go. One. request from Christopher. Thank you. Fancy walking bass lines and everything, but I really appreciate you guys watching. And so we'll talk to everybody soon. I'll go live. I'll be going live at least once a week on all my channels. And I appreciate everybody, and I remember be on the lookout. I'm going to be doing my Indiegogo campaign starting on September 8th. And for my new album and my new tour. So I appreciate all my fans. Please share my page with everybody. Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, everything is Ron Jackson Music. And so we'll talk soon, and email me if you have any questions at ron@ronjacksonmusic.com, and we'll talk, and have a great day, everybody. I'm going to get going. I'm going to have to do some things today. I'm going to be seeing some great lounge in Jersey City. Bernard Hoppy's a great drummer, really great drummer, one of the best around. And keep in touch, support live music and jazz, and support us musicians. And we'll talk soon, everybody. Okay, and have a great day. Okay, bye-bye. You can watch the rebroadcast of this after, okay? And I'll see some of the questions I answered, and we'll talk soon. Bye. Okay, bye-bye, everybody. Thank you. Hey, everybody. I just got to make sure I look good here. Look a little cut off here. Oh, I got to fix this a little bit here. Make sure you guys can see me. Okay. Move back a little bit and put it down. See if that's better. Yeah, that's better. How's everybody doing? So you know what? We're going to talk about double time phrasing today. I have a new lick. I have some new licks that I wrote out for my Patreon account, and it's going to be on my website about playing double time licks. I get a lot of questions about double time licks. When you're playing through a song, and then you gotta you're just playing eighth notes like this. You can ask questions, please, too. Don't hesitate. What I'm doing basically, I'm just these are all these licks that I really know by heart that I can just play through changes. The thing is, if you're playing a jazz standard, you're playing. I'm gonna put on Satin Doll in a minute. You're gonna have to be able to take a solo over that, and then start trying to do double time. And a lot of students have an issue with that. Now, what is double time? It's actually, let's say you're playing in eighth notes in on Satin Doll, just a typical jazz standard, like just D minor 7, D minor 7 to G7. On that part, so you could, if you're playing that tempo 1, 2, 3, 4, you could just do quarter notes 1, 2, 3, 4, 2. We could do eighth notes 1 and 2 and 3 and 3, etc. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. And you could do 16 notes 1 E and a 2, 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 1 E, 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 1 E and a 2. Now, I have a drummer that I'm studying with, and he's making me sing the 16 notes while I'm playing them, in order. 1 E and a, 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3. You can really get the timing together. 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. Oh, yeah. So, I'm using the George Benson picking technique. Someone's asking me, Panache, how are you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, I'm using the George Benson picking technique, which is you hold your pick up like this. Different kinds of drills, you can do sweep picking exercises like this, going like this. You can go across. Etc. Okay? And you could do sweeping, and you could do making sure you do tremolos at this angle, up. Tremolos like that to warm up. Work on your sweep picking exercises. Go to my article in Acoustic Guitar Magazine. This January-February issue is about sweep picking. So it's all about sweep picking, this exercise. Look, take a look here. It has George Benson. This is my article. It's all about sweep picking. So if you want to go check it out, go to the website acousticguitar.com. and you can see my whole article about sweet picking, and it's a great little article. So check sweet picking. Thank you, man. Yeah, nice. Get that magazine. Yeah, it's that article's in there, and please check it out. And also, let me see this. There too. You're actually having a sale. So so on my sale, you get 25% off. Use code what's it again? Memorial Day, MDW, which is Memorial Day weekend 25. So doing my double time lesson, I'm going to be showing you in a minute. Hey Shiva, how are you? What's going on? So I'm going to actually play you a little bit right now. I'm going to play some Satin Doll so you guys can see how I deploy double. Let me make sure the volume's up. How does that sound to you guys? It sounds okay? I gotta turn the volume up, I think, a little bit. Let me see. I'm gonna be playing Satin Doll. That's much louder. Okay, here. Here we go. So I'm gonna do. So I'll do double time now. Okay, so I was just doing some double time licks, everybody. So what I was doing, just so you know, I'm going to answer your question in a minute, actually, Kivinen. I have a lot of licks worked out. So I'm playing through the, I'll be playing like regular eighth notes. So I have a lot of these 2/5 licks. So sometimes when I'm actually playing those licks, I'll put some extra licks in there. So that's actually kind of cool. Actually asked me if I use a round G string. I'm actually using, this is actually not wound. These are all flat wound strings actually on this guitar. These are Tomastic black, actually labella jazz tapes we call them. And I have a picture for you of them here, if I can find it. Oh, here's what they look like. Actually, these are the strings I'm using. They're labella jazz tapes. I use 14 on top, so you know. Okay, so those are the strings I'm using. And they're really great strings. I use them on my 7-string. This is actually a 7-string set, but since I got a deal with D'Angelico, I'm a D'Angelico artist. I went to this shop in New York City, and they were like freaking out because I'm putting 14s on this, and but it feels great actually. Actually it was a little too low when they set up my guitar, so I actually had to put it a little higher. So these are the strings. So those are, and the string is wound, and they're black tape nylon strings on this guitar. It has an interesting sound, but I use it on my 7-string. So, I use a G wound string on it depends on the guitar. On my acoustic guitars, I use like round wound, so usually the G is wound if it's a thick string. So that's a great question. So if you have any questions about double time playing, let me play through this one more time for you. So I'm playing Satin Doll right now, pretty not fast. Sorry, I've hit the wrong button here. So I'm playing Satin Doll like at 120 quarter note. Now time, it seems much faster. Let me quit this one real quick. So I'm gonna play you Satin Doll one more time. I might play the melody so you can check it out. Okay, hold on. Someone has an off-topic question before I do that. Hold on. What's that question? Let me see that question real quick. Off-topic quick question. Have you seen the movie Soul? I don't know about that. You know, I saw the movie. I don't think it's that accurate for jazz, actually. So anyway, so no. So if you want to learn about jazz history, just read about it or listen to the music. Okay, and I have some history books actually you can get questions about. Okay. Okay, cool. You're welcome. So let me do this right now. I'm gonna play you Sandow, and I'm gonna play through the. Let me play the melody actually, so you guys can have an idea what I'm playing first. Here we go. So what I was doing, everybody, was this. What I was trying to do, just to show you how that I know that are double time and keep it going. Um, so sometimes I would actually miss the changes, but you know it doesn't really matter. Hey, hello everybody, great to see you guys. Thank you. Um, so double time is something. So you know what I'm doing is taking a lot of my licks that I already know and just doubling them up when I do double time. So when I'm doing that, I'm just going. So if I know a lick like this goes like this, like let's say I'm playing. Let me play through Satin Down one more time, and so you can get an idea. I'll take a couple of my licks that I already know, and this is how you have to practice, everybody. I'll take a couple licks I know. Now here. So what I just did, everybody, what I just did was I just took some of my licks that I already know. If I want to do double time, I just double time. And I learned this. I mean, I studied with Pat Martino, and he always doubles up his licks like that. And he has these patterns that actually that cycle back and forth. Like you can go like this. Lick, and that sounds really, yeah, that's a 2/5 to my commentary. I'm looking at my computer at the same time. So I'm just basically, I mean, I'm not doing anything really fancy. It sounds fancy, but I'm just taking some of the licks. I'm recycling my own licks, and you should come up with your own licks and do the same kind of thing. You just basically recycle your lick and play it over and over. Oh, Pjo Darko, I like that name. Uh, you know what I'm using basically. I'm just basically using a Dorian mode here. If I'm playing Sandal, it's just a D minor to G7. And then a lot of a lot of chromatic passing tones in my and enclosures. Basically, I'm like doing a lot of passing tones between the whole steps of the Dorian scale and the dominant seventh scale. So I'm using the dominant bebop, also the Dorian bebop as well. So all I'm doing is I'm playing over a D minor Dorian mode, which is just like D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D. And you should know it in all keys. And I'm just doubling up the notes and doing passing tones. That's a great lick. I stole that from Pat Martino. Sorry, Pat. You know, I mean, this is like a lick he uses a lot, and he does these kind of things. So I take those kind of licks, and you can play them all across like 2 string set. See what I'm doing? So I take that lick, and I'll just play double time licks, and so you should be trying this on your guitar right now. It might like that. So let me pick another song. Like another jazz standard. So, that's at 120, and that's fast if you're doing double time, but, imagine if it's faster. Let me see something here. Let me try to find, you can actually try to play something that's like a little harder to play double time. Let's do a blues. Let's say Billy's Bounce or something. No, this is going to be faster. Oh, this is too slow. I'm going to put it up to 160 maybe. 150. Because 150 is a fast tempo in jazz. They consider it a up tempo song. 300 is like 300. If I do this twice as fast, it's 300. So listen to this. Oh, this is in C. I'm going to transpose back to the key of F. Because I had it working. I was working on a studio with this. So here we go. So anyway, I'm trying to show you double time. That's pretty fast. That's at 150 half note, but so I'm playing 300 as a double time licks, so that's harder to deploy. I got to really think about it because, the time's going by and, there's all these different changes. Yeah, so I'm sweeping and I'm doing all kinds of stuff. See, what I'm trying to do is I'm just trying to hang at that tempo and play my stuff and without missing. That's the hard part when you're deploying these double time licks. So the faster you go, the harder it is. The harder it is. I call it deploying, like deploying a weapon. You gotta nail that stuff like at the tempo you want, and just here. Check out El Grupo Turco, the jazz buddies that their instruments got together, recorded a mix of okay, cool. Northern Mexico style music. Okay, keep picking sections. Any tips on how to play those bits that fast and clean? Only way I can tell you that for the piper, the drummer, to play that stuff fast and clean. Like I'm trying. I mean, I don't think I'm playing as clean as I could actually. It's just to practice them slow and speed them up. And just gradually. It says you're a drummer. The piper and the drummer. Maybe you're not. You just also practice these different licks at different tempos. Practice slow as possible and fast as possible. Use a metronome to gauge your tempo. Okay. They use cool. So they use jazz and accordion and bajito, baritone style guitar. Cool. Once you show eight positions of the C major scale on the fretboard, is there some diagram where I can practice this so I can find this? So okay, Dovla, you can go to my website. And pick that up, actually. It's a lesson that I sell. You can just go to my website, ronjacksonmusic.com. I'm going to write it down. I'm actually, I have a sale on there, okay, everybody? It's MDW25. I'm going to write it down. Practice Jazz Guitar is me actually watching, too. So I'm going to write this down, www.ronjacksonmusic.com. You can pick up all my lessons. Everything. I have printable lessons as well, and you can pick up that lesson there. Let me show. I'm going to send these. You use code 25. No, sorry. You save 25% off this weekend. Okay, it's ronjacksonmusic.com, and I sell that lesson there. And use code. I'm going to write down MDW25. Save 25%. And all my see that. I'm at Practice Jazz Guitar too, but all my videos there are private. So what speed do you practice the metronome at? You develop my fast speed. Like I'll play something like that in a minute. So right now I was playing Billy's Bounce at 120. I mean at 150, half note at that tempo. So take a look at this. I'm going to do another here. One more time. So here's a blues in F, and I'm going to play double time at 150, okay? Not all the time. Ah! Ah! Ooh, my arm's dying now. So what I was just doing, I was playing at 150. I mean 300 actually over the 150, doing my double time licks. So all I'm doing is like instead of playing, let's say you're playing SF 1, 2, 3, then B flat 7, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I might do a lick like this, the chords, and so I'll just double the lick up to play twice as fast so I can do the double time lick. We're talking about double time here today. So you know what? And if you're playing that fast, you're so that's what I'm trying to do is play those double time licks. So let me show you. So when you're playing double time, it's like playing like you're playing a fast tempo, but at a slow tempo. So you got to think but you have to cram in information twice as fast now. Let me pick another song. Let me do something like Blue Bossa or something like not too hard, but bossa. This is just a bossa nova, and this is 100. I'm going to do it I'll do it 160. Let me see. Here we go. Let me do it like about 5 courses. Here we go. Ah. Ah. Okay. Now that's fast. That's 160 half notes. So that means it's 320. So you should be able to even play faster than that, actually. So that's pretty fast. Let me see something. Any other questions, anybody? Just please send them to me or comments. And if you're enjoying what I'm doing, I'm having a sale on my website for all my music I told you earlier. And, you can go to my ronjacksonmusic.com. I have all these lessons like double time licks here that I use. And so you know what? I have some licks that are worked out like this one. So this lick goes like this, actually. Yeah, so that lick I can play over as a double time lick that I actually have written out. It's a new lesson I have on my Patreon account, and also my my website that I'm going to be putting up today, later on today. Let me see. There's a question here. I was doing like kind of stuff at the end there. So but I'm mostly doing 60 notes when I do double time. So I'm just going to show you guys something. So if you're like John, you can just join me here. Someone from my last live stream joined my Patreon after watching this workshop. So, all these lessons and everything are actually on my Patreon account. Just go to www.patreon.com and then go /Ron Jackson Music. Okay? And that's my Patreon. And you can get all my lessons there too about this stuff. So, so let me try that one more time so you get an idea. I'm going to tell you about what kind of rhythms I'm using, but it's mostly 16 notes, sometimes triplets. If I'm doing it that fast, let me go back to Blue Bossa for a second. It's really hard to talk and teach at the same time. Let's try it again. Ready? Here we go. Now I'll do triplets. And then 60 notes. 8 notes. 60 notes. 8 notes. 60 notes. 60 notes. Ah. Ah. Yeah, so I was about what kinds of rhythms I'm using. I was just trying to mix everything up. and not get lost. Because when you do all that stuff, it's like you're trying to like execute, and then you might get off. But I think it's always good to take chances, jazz or anything. So here, yeah. So that's Blue Bossa. It's a pedigree of horse. Okay, Eric, that's a great way of putting that. This is great. Thanks for showing me all the rhythms and mid improv. Yeah. So you know what? I mean, when you're playing a solo, everybody, I think a lot they basically just like what's the word? They just start just playing random notes, not thinking about the rhythm. And the rhythm is actually the most important part of a solo, actually, or anything actually. The rhythm. So it's very important that you know what you're talking about with rhythms. When you're playing, that the audience feels the rhythm and that you feel the rhythm. Because rhythm is actually playing and all that stuff. And double time playing is hard work. Let me take another song with more changes on them. Let me think of another song. Also you can request a song like a medium song. So when you're doing double time, you can't do a fast song. Like you could try, but if a song's like going 200. I mean, I could try something like that. I've done it before. Let me see. Let me do Time After Time. This one has a lot of changes. I play this a lot. So let me see if I can find this one. Where is that one? Here it is. So let me put this at like 180. So you can see how this is going to be fast for double time. This is going to be ridiculously fast, but I want to try it anyway. Here we go. Eight notes. 60 notes. Eight notes. So I'm doing 8 notes, basically. Now 180 is actually wow. So that's 150. Wait a second. That's 180. I can't think because that was burning my brain out. So there's extra 40 clicks. So that's 320. No, 3 tempo. So actually the 60 will sound like this. We play for a second. Whoa. So if I'm trying to double time at that tempo, That is fast, man. So that's a fast tempo. Play those tempos at that tempo. That's like a fast tempo, but double. This is a kind of like this is what they call medium up that tempo, but that's not really. It's not fast to play because I have students that think that 200 is fast, and that's not fast at all in jazz. But you can play really fast in jazz and really slow. So I'm gonna see if there's any questions here because I'm looking at my I'm looking at my things here. Oh yeah, so someone says I'm a legend. Thank you. So yeah, Silent Violet, I'm a legend. Thanks. I'm a legend in my own mind. That's crazy. It is. It is crazy. All these notes. So yeah. So did anybody have any more questions about double time? So basically, double time is just being able to fit all these notes. Instead of playing 8 notes, you play 16 notes, but you got to be able to fit the same ideas in that 16th note phrase when you're playing. So my hand feels like stiff right now from doing all that fast playing. So I'm gonna have to take a break soon. But and again, RonJacksonMusic.com. Okay, RonJacksonMusic.com. You just go to my website and just put in code MDW20. My book here that I have on Acoustic Guitar Magazine, from Acoustic Guitar Magazine and Hal Leonard, called Chords at Your Fingertips. It's all about chord melody. We're not doing chord melody today. We're just doing double time soloing. And you'll get an autographed copy. You save 25%, and thank you. Thank you. You're welcome. You can ask me any question. I'm here for you guys. The best way to teach you, I offer lessons online too. So you can get 25% off my lessons on my website too. So use code MDW25. You can just go to my website and purchase lessons. The best way to learn this stuff is actually definitely study with a teacher. That's how I study with a lot of different teachers. So it's important to study with somebody. It's hard to see yourself play and see what you really sound like. And the best way really to get your stuff together is actually record yourself. Watch yourself on videotape, listen to yourself on recordings. That's what I do all the time, and I'm always going, oh my God. But everybody else seems to like what I'm doing, so, when I went to D'Angelico, it's so funny. I'm going to show you my amp in a minute, and you can get a quote on this one too. So oh man, I don't sound good today. They said, man, you sound great. Social media and all this. And they said, no, it sounds great. I'd like to thank Justin and everybody at D'Angelico, New York for giving me this guitar and being an artist ambassador for them. Store, and this is the XL1. But you can actually go to my store. I have a store on Amazon. You can pick up your own D'Angelico guitar right there. Go to my Amazon store at Amazon.com/shop/Ron Jackson Music, and you can pick up one of my D'Angelico guitars there. And these are nice over there. So my amplifier. So you know what? Just so you know. Okay, hold on. Someone's asking me before you answer that question. Do you still focus on accents on that speed, or do you play evenly as fast as you can? Ha! That's a good question. I mean, you know what? When I play that speed, I mean, I'm naturally thinking about phrasing anyway, Mr. Les Paul fan. Oh, Les Paul, and I have a picture with him over here on the wall here. Mr. Les Paul fan. I have a picture right here. I should show you. Hold on, let me show you real quick. Let me show you. Man, look at this. To me, he was a great guy, man. He lived till like in his mid-90s. And I studied with Bucky Pizzarelli. And he actually the best great player and friend, Les Paul. So, Bucky used to play with Les Paul. I used to go see them all the time. I studied with Bucky, and Bucky lived a little longer than Les actually, because Bucky would live at 94, and I was surprised he even lived that long. Yeah, it's cool, Mr. Les Paul. So when I'm playing phrases that fast, I'm thinking about accents and stuff too, but it's hard. It's harder, of course, to think about them when you're playing that fast. So I'm just trying to get through it and make sure I execute on time. So yeah, thank you. So yeah, Les Paul was a cool guy, man. I have all these memorabilia. It's a classic picture, and I'm glad I have that. Because that's an old picture. Because he died like about at least 10 years ago. So he was a really great guy. So anyway, a few announcements. If you're enjoying the show, Also I take donations if you like. You can just go to my PayPal, Venmo, and Cash App at Ron Jackson Music. And if you enjoy the show and you'd like to donate, that would be great. And if you learned a lot today, it's Ron Jackson Music at Venmo, PayPal, and Cash App. And last week, one of my fans here on YouTube actually, became a Patreon, a patron at Patreon. So you can join my Patreon at Ron Jackson Music. Now about the amp, sorry about that. So I use a Fender. It's hard to see, but I actually use a Fender Tone Master over here. But also I use this amp. It's a really great amp. It's a Henriksen amp, okay? And this is like the most powerful small amp. I use this is a jazz guy's amp, like the lazy jazz guy who wants to carry out a powerful amp and doesn't want to break his back. So, so this is a Henriksen Bud 6, they call it. It's a great amp, and it's 120 watts. It weighs 13 pounds, and it has volume and tone. It has 2 full channels with reverb and everything. You can plug a mic or a guitar. So I work with singers with this amp. And I'm also a Henriksen own Henriksen amp. You can save 5% at henriksenamplifiers.com. Share with your friends. Please share this code with your friends. Ron Jackson, okay? For henriksenamplifiers.com. And these are great amps. And, check them out. I use them all the time, especially on gigs, And at home, I'm using my Fender Tone Master a lot, which is an expensive amp, too. And they're really great because, they don't weigh like a Fender amp. It's hard to see over here. I don't have my camera pointed over there. But my Fender Tone Master's over here. And it's a really great amp. A Fender Tone Master twin reverb, actually. And also I have the Tone Master, the smaller version. I forget what the name is. But, I have that as a backup. They're really great amps, everybody. So if you want to get that. Does your core Fender? Yes. So just so you know, Eric, they started on different levels. Memorial Day weekend, MDW 25. That's you need to get 25% off the book, and it's an autographed copy. Basic here, all about chord stuff. There's 5 different writers. I have 3 lessons in here, and it starts with the notation guide, and then basic chords. So my exercises, start with real basic stuff too, in the book as well. I do bass lines and I do Chet Atkins harmonizing like Chet Atkins style in the book, and so there's all different levels. And also, what's really cool about this book, everybody, is that it has video that accompanies with it. So this is I write for Acoustic Guitar Magazine, so every book that every time you buy this book, there's like a code where you can watch every video for every lesson. So it's really, especially since I've started taking off on social media. So a lot of people, I sell 3 or 4 books every week on this book. So it's a really great book, and get yours before they run out. This is Memorial Day weekend, so I'm having a sale. So I'm going to have to stock up once I run out. So yeah, it's all levels, and and it's progressive. So you could go through all these different lessons and just work on these different things. There's arpeggios, all kinds of stuff. Let me know. Send me a message. Go to my website, ronjacksonmusic.com. And, we did all, and I have these double time licks that I have written out on my website too, if you'd like to get one. And, because you have to have these licks with people that work. And then you can actually apply them. You transcribe licks, transcribe great guitar players, George Benson, Pat Martino, whoever. You try to apply those double time licks, and that's how you get it together. And if you have any questions, please send them to me. And go to my website, my YouTube channels. So you can just go www.ronjacksonmusic.com, and I'm just writing this down as a comment. And if you want to pick up anything about my lessons there, I'm having this code, this Memorial Day weekend code. You can save 25% there on all my lessons, and then you could just answer. You can send me a message if you have any questions or anything. And also, if you want to know, I'm a Cremona artist, and you can also get a guitar from me from Cremona if you're interested. On Cremona guitars, one of my students is actually doing. One of my patrons is picking up one. So that's about it. I'm gonna take a break now and do some other things. I'm gonna do some filming. I'm going to be filming some new reels and videos for Instagram and for YouTube. So thank you everybody for watching, and I'm gonna get going. I'm gonna send this comment right now, and we'll see everybody. Send me a question. Oh yeah, you're welcome. The piper and the drummer, you're welcome. So I'm gonna be coming up with these impromptu lessons once in a while. Just to help everybody out, and it helps. It helps me actually. Yeah, someone's just asked me that question. I'm using. Let me see if I can point this in the right direction here. There's my amp I'm using right there. Okay, it's a Fender Tone Master. So let me go back here. It's a Fender Tone Master Deluxe reverb, and also I use this amp, a Henriksen amplifier. I mentioned a minute ago to somebody. Okay, and that's a really great amp too. Okay, so this is a great amp. It's 120 watts, weighs 13 pounds, 9 by 9 inches, and it has two full channels here. Yeah, so I use that a lot on gigs, small gigs. On the bigger gigs, I bring this one, the Tone Master. The Tone Master is all transistor now, so it's much lighter than than a twin reverb. I use a twin reverb Tone Master, and I was telling you guys earlier, you can use and save 5% on this amp. Okay, it's a or any amp on Henriksen.com, amplifiers.com. Okay, use my code Ron Jackson. Please share that with all your friends. It's a code. It's a permanent code. Okay, it's my artist code for them. See you guys very soon. Okay, Ron Jackson over and out. Bye bye. Thanks for watching. Bye bye. If you have any questions, send them to me right now. Welcome everybody. And please follow me. Support me in every way. I forgot to mention, subscribe to all my channels. Question. Juanito had one question. What's the question, Juanito? Yeah, you're welcome. And also, again, everybody, you can donate to my PayPal, Venmo, and Cash App at Ron Jackson Music. Okay, if you'd like to. Thank you. Do you ever practice anything other than jazz? Of course, Juanito. I do everything. I actually play like folk music, rock, R&B, all kinds of stuff. Actually, classical guitar, all kinds of stuff. Actually. I have a bunch of guitars here too, so I'm gonna have to do a video about my guitar collection because people keep asking me what. I have a nylon string guitars, classical guitars, 7 and 6 string, steel string guitars, 7 and 6 string, solid body 7 string only. I have right now. I have a lot of guitars. I have about 20 of them. So anyway, I'll have to show you definitely. Let me see if someone's asking a question. Okay, cool, Juanito. Thank you, everybody. We'll talk soon. Okay, have a good day. Bye-bye. Thank you. Again. So sorry about that, guys. Sorry I'm not talking to you guys right now. I'm going to go live right now. Improvisational tip. So, hey, everybody. I'm finally back on YouTube, and hopefully you guys can hear me. I hope so. Let me know. Send me a message on YouTube. So let me answer a few questions. What's a good theory book? So a good theory book is the book by Mark Levine called the Jazz Theory Book. I've been using that book for a long time. I still use that book. Okay, so it's a very good book to use for jazz theory. So that was from Procchino. Okay. And let me see. Let me wait for some people here. And I'd like to thank you guys. TikTok. Thanks for the 25,000 followers. TikTok, I haven't posted in a couple of days because I've been burnt out from the social media stuff, just so you know. And it's a little crazy. So hopefully people on YouTube can see me now. Let me answer a couple more questions, and I'm going to play something. What's your favorite riff? Oh, man, on TikTok. So, I mean, I like these 2/5 licks, like this. Things like that. So what I'm doing is I'm basically doing bebop. what I'm doing is a 2-5. Someone question: can you circle the fifths in diminished chords and call it jazz? Sure. Someone who asked that question? Ethan, I think. Yeah. Yes, you can. I guess. Okay. That's a funny question. Yes, we can hear it. Good, good. So, and YouTube they can hear it. Let me ask a question. So I like to use. So I mean, I was actually practicing today for once because usually I don't practice because I'm always doing too many other things except practicing. So I'm glad to be showing you some licks today. So I like to use diminished licks. So I'm on my 7-string guitar, guys and girls. So let me see if I can move back a little bit so that people can see me better on these cameras that I'm using on YouTube and stuff, and and on TikTok. So I'm gonna go like this. Like a diminished lick I like to use is, let's say I play over. I like to use. See what I'm doing? Now that 7-string gets in the way sometimes. I'm trying to position myself properly. I don't want to play too loud. So that's a great 7-string lick. Okay, so I like to use the diminished lick I like to use. That's one of my favorite riffs. Also, I like to do the diminished patterns like. So like it's like this is these are all symmetrical patterns like a. So now that's tricky on the 7-string. Today I lick I have to do this stretch. See, I have to do these weird stretches on the 7-string because I have a low A. Okay, so those are actually cool things you can actually do on the 7-string for diminished licks. Just so you guys know, on Instagram, you can actually Instagram saying, tell my viewers about my badges. So a badge is actually, so you guys know they're watching. If you like what I'm doing, you can actually donate with badges. You know, 1 heart, it pays me 99 cents. 2 hearts pays $1.99, and 3 hearts pays $4.99. So if you like what I'm doing, you know, please donate to my badges. It's a new thing on Instagram. Music, if you want to donate to that. So thank you. On TikTok. So someone's asking me, what strings do I use? I use all kinds of strings, but on this guitar, I'm using these jazz tapes. Okay, look at this. These are 14 on top. Okay, people always freak out when I tell them that. So these are 14 to 79. 14 to 79. Okay, those are the jazz tapes I use. So that's a great question. So that's a good answer. I have a bunch of different strings. It depends on the guitar I'm playing. But on this guitar, I'm playing that. I'm going to answer a question now on YouTube. Rank all scales. Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. The major scale is an important one. First, you know, I mean, I love diminished. I love augmented because they're all symmetrical. What's this? I like that scale. See, I like using it. So that's an easy scale to play, actually, because it's symmetrical every 2 frets. You can do cool patterns like this. So that's a diminished pattern. Okay, so I'm using diminished right now, and whole tone. Let me see. Playing Ornithology by Charlie Parker. Thank you, guys. Hey, on TikTok, I just wrote on my title. If you want to, I have a PayPal and Venmo link if you want to donate. It's at Ron Jackson Music, just so you know. Okay. So now Ornithology, that's one actually I know pretty good. So that's ornithology a little bit. I might play something for you guys like that. Let me see. People are asking me these. Pickup is on this guitar. Ditto. Seymour Duncan pickup. I endorse these guys. Seymour Duncan is actually a good friend of mine. So these are a couple $100. This is a 7-string guitar pickup. Okay, made for actually they make it for Benedetto guitars. Actually, I want to get one of those things, a 7-string one of these days. But this is an Eastman. So this is a Benedetto Seymour Duncan pickup. So I'm a Seymour Duncan user. So most of my guitars have Seymour Duncan pickups on them, and they're really great pickups. Okay. So let me answer another question. Please do diminished 6 scale. Diminished 6. Oh, someone wants to ask about diminished 6 scale. Okay, I have an exercise about this. So when you're playing a lot of minor tunes in jazz, let's say you're playing G minor. Now you go up the scale as a minor bebop scale. It's on the 7th string. So I'm playing the diminished, what he called the diminished 6 scale, but actually I call it the minor bebop scale, which is the melodic minor with a passing tone between the 6th, 5th, and 6th. So here's a melodic minor in G. Okay, you put the passing tone between there. Now, if you play this in triads going up, you would actually go like this. Diminished, well, you call it diminished 6 scale, but this is actually the minor bebop. So you get these chords. You get a let's say you get a minor 6, diminished, minor 6, diminished, all inversions, minor 6, diminished. And one song I was working today was this song called Bebop by. Okay, so that song uses the minor bebop scale. It goes to the diminished, it goes to the B flat there. Minor bebop scale, the minor diminished, the diminished 6 scale he was calling. Okay, let me see. Let me ask flat wound mostly. So I use flat wound and round wound strings just so you know, because it depends on the guitar I'm playing. If I'm playing an acoustic guitar, I tend to use these Tomastic strings. Okay, these are Tomastics, and I use these on on my acoustic guitars. These have actually some flat wound these a lot. Okay, so that's something. Okay, someone said they love Elixir strings. Well, guess what? I endorse Elixir too. Paul Reed Smith that I have. I got these from them when I won some contests a couple years ago. The Elixir string, single contest. It was a vinyl contest actually. Actually, I got to put those on my website. I got to get rid of those vinyls. So those are like collector's items. I forgot. I gotta talk to the person that helps me manage my strings. Let me answer a question now on YouTube. Also, guys, on YouTube and Instagram, everybody, if you like what I'm doing, I actually have a. I want to try to show you this if I can find this thing. I have a Patreon site, and here it is, I think. But here, I have a Patreon site on Instagram if you want to join my Patreon, okay? And it's that site right here, okay? And on YouTube, I'm sorry, but I think this is backwards because sometimes I write backwards for here it is. And if you want to join my Patreon, please join my Patreon for less than $3. Someone, David May, asked me on YouTube how many guitars are around. I own about 15 different, like classical, solid bodies, nylon strings, steel strings, 7 strings. Okay, so let me see something here. Let me ask a question on YouTube. Hi, love from Brazil. What kind of pickups on that guitar? Okay, that's a great question. Let me see. I'm on Instagram right now, and just answering a few questions. Let me see if there's just this. Let me see. No. There's no questions here, so I'm going to go to TikTok right now. What's the difference between jazz strings and regular strings? So these strings, actually, these strings right here are like jazz bebops. Okay, you call them. If you look at these carefully, these are jazz bebop. I'm on 3 different platforms, everybody. So, and these are round wound. Actually, I use these sometimes. I use these on this guitar. This guitar, my smaller 6 string. The reason why we use flat wounds, the reason why I use flat wounds, is because I'm using the George Benson. This is a George Benson string. Okay, these are flat wounds, 14 on top. Okay, these are temastics. Okay, and when I use these strings, I pick at an angle like this. These are flat wounds too. Okay, so when I pick at an angle, if you have a round wound string, this string is round wound. You hear the scraping. Now, if I pitch when I get to the 7th string, not to go sideways, it's because it's round wound. But that's a great sound. I think it sounds amazing. You're gonna have scratchy sound, which you don't want. So you have to be able to adjust your picking accordingly. Picking, tend to. Now I have to go straight because you hear that if you don't do that. You hear that different? Okay, let me answer a question on YouTube. Have you worked with underground hip hop artists sampling and hip hop? Not really. I mean, I like to do more of that. Um, I've been hired for sessions and stuff like that, but I don't know if they've improvisation. So if someone was asking me if there's any tips for improvisation, learn tunes and transcribe and learn licks and learn solos from people. That's how you learn the language. And get a good teacher, to be able to learn with the teacher, and they'll help guide you what to practice. I've had a bunch of teachers over the years, and that always helps. Okay, let me see. Let me see these questions. I'm see. How do you get a sound? There's an effect like that, but you know what? The only way you can do that is by detuning your strings, and then putting them back up. You can go. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that as a guitar. You tune it. Okay. Let me see. Uh, have you played with any famous Canadian musicians? There's a bunch of them, but I don't know about famous ones. I'm looking at acoustic. Yes. So someone's asked me if I play 7-string acoustic. Let me get my 7-string acoustic out real quick, since that's a good question. I have one right over here. I have this one. I don't think I can plug it in. That's the problem. Let me show you. So I have a 7-string acoustic right here. This is a steel string. Now this string guitar has round wound strings on it. Look. See that? So this is a 7-string. The funny thing is, I never found strings for this thing. So okay, so this is a great guitar. So you get that low B note. I use actually a low A. So I tune my 7-string guitars to a low A note. So this guitar is weird. It's acting weird when I plug it in. So that's why I'm not plugging it in. So I'm using an acoustic right now to demo it for you guys. So these are round wound strings, guys. So that's a 7-string acoustic that I use. Okay, this gets. I have like I got this guitar. I don't know anybody that makes 7-string steel strings. If you know, let me know because I like to get them myself. So I usually just put like these bronze masters, low wound string on the bottom. You see, okay. So that's my 7-string acoustic. Let me get to my 7-string jazz guitar back here. So let me take some more questions. Um, um, Shredding them pentatonics. Thank you, thank you. Play your favorites. Eastman AR AR 810 CE7 stock Eastman 7-string. Okay, and I changed the pickup to a Benedetto Seymour Duncan pickup. So let me play you guys something. Now, if you're, just to remind you guys, I'm having a sale this week. Okay, where is this thing? Oh, I don't know if you guys can see this, but here I'm having a sale, 25% off. I sold a bunch of books up there, and so I have sheet music with lessons and printables and CDs, and my latest book, Chords at Your Fingertips, with a bunch of other great writers. I don't know if you can see this correctly, but I'm having a website sale. This is probably backwards for you guys. Percent off everything on my website. Okay, play a song for once right now, and before I keep answering, John Mayer I think is not underrated. John Mayer is very famous and great, and I love him. I love when he first came out, I saw him on the Grammys years ago. I was stuff. He was really great. Let me play you guys something. I'm saying too much because I have to think about something. I'm gonna play you a song right now. Someone's asking me what's a good 7-string guitar to start with. Eastmans are good actually. Now, I mean, if you want to play jazz, it depends. I'm gonna do a little bit. Yeah. Hey guys, this is just an impromptu live. I'm taking questions. I had to play something. That was called "If I Should Lose You." Um, yeah. Someone's asking me if the root of the chord is the lowest note of the chord. Yeah, that's the bottom note, the bass note. So I'm taking some questions. On TikTok here, I have so many people up here. Where can I find a guitar course? I'm interested. So if you go to my website, www 25% off anything. And I have a good book up there. It's sold out, and I'm getting there's a book about it's called Chords at Your Fingertips, and that's coming out. The shipment's coming out. You can go to my Patreon, and there you can study with me. And there's lessons up there for $3 a month. You can study with about specific subjects once a month. Okay, and that's a great. Let me see. I want to see what else is up here. So there's some questions. What's a good progression for C major? I mean, there's all kinds of progressions for C major 7. You should know all your diatonic chord major chords, and 1 flat 3. So you can go. I'm just doing a bunch of turnarounds. So those are the different types of things you could use actually. Thank you, ESK PTV for my 14s on top. It's a lot of work actually. Someone's asking me how old am I? I started playing guitar when I was 11. Look me up on Wikipedia. Actually, someone's asking me that question on Instagram. I'm 56 actually, so you know. Okay, and you can find that online actually. And I've been playing guitar since I was 11. I still practice, and I need to practice more. Classical transmission who is interested in jazz, learn songs, and pick up the guitar. Play with people. With your guitar, jam and transcribe and learn guitar solos or whatever kind of solos you want. It's up here. Some more questions. You have any more? Okay. Yeah. So everybody's asking. I heard you people mention Seymour Duncan. So actually, Seymour Duncan, a good friend of mine. He's a really great guy from Jersey, New Jersey. So I used Seymour Duncan pickups for years. I've been endorsed for years. I have all their pedals and almost all ours. So Seymour's they're out in Burbank, California, I think. I've never been to the factory, but I should go visit one day. I never do those type of things when I'm out in California, when I'm doing like the NAMM show or touring or whatever. So I mean, they're great guitars. So you should definitely, great pickups. So you should definitely try them out if you get a chance. Oh, everybody on Instagram, just so you know, Instagram is announcing that I have a badge up there. If you'd like to donate, okay, and you're watching, you can donate a badge right now for 99 cents for 1 heart, or $1.99 for 2, or $4.99 if you like my show or what I'm playing. If I'm answering your questions, just go to my Instagram badge, right into Music Venmo and Cash App and all that stuff. So how do you use suspended chords and how do they work? Thank you. But 7 or so I basically use that. So what I'm doing is right this. What I'm doing is when you play a suspended chord, the most important thing is don't play that 3, because you're placing the 3rd of the 7th chord to a 4th. Okay, but people do it. They play both notes sometimes. It has a cool sound both. So you can do anything you want, but think of the it's just the same. So an A suspended chord gets an A dominant scale. So it's a hold it lower. Oh, sorry. The guitar. Can't see it. Oh, you can't see my guitar? Okay, I'll put this like this. Okay, good. Okay, YouTube. So some people can't see my guitar. I have a big guitar, so you can't see it. I don't know why. So anyway, the paper. Oh, the paper. Oh, sorry about that. Oh, this paper. Hey guys, this paper. I think you can't see this. I had it backwards before. Oh yeah, this is for YouTube. If you want to donate, I think this is right way for you guys. please donate to my PayPal at Ron Jackson Music. Okay, PayPal and Cash App and Venmo at Ron Jackson Music. Okay, and Zelle at ronjacksonmusic@gmail.com. I have it on the comments actually, also on TikTok. So let me see. So that's Ron Jackson Music again. So just in case, where else? So okay, now let me answer some more questions. Over here, laughing my butt off. I'm always jamming to these on the elevator. Okay. Oh, you love that. So you know what? I'm glad I'm going on live on. Just so you guys know. Okay. Please follow me if you don't already on all these channels. You know, on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. Right now, you know, it's all Ron Jackson Music, and I appreciate you guys on Instagram because I mean on YouTube because I haven't been posted in a few days, so that's why I'm going live as well, so I can have some new material to put on YouTube. And on TikTok, I haven't posted in a few days. I kind of burnt out from the social media, and I need to practice. And it's been taking so much time. I'm so involved with so much stuff, and there's so many comments and so many things that I need to practice, guys. But that's the most important thing. You got to practice a little bit every day. So let me see. Oh, can you play breezing? Ah, that's funny. See, okay. So that's a little bit of breezing. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, I played a little breezing for you. Let me see. I gotta answer some more questions up here on Instagram now because I'm ignoring you guys. I'm sorry. Let me see the bottom. I gotta go from the bottom up. Top down. I can't remember that. I can never figure out on Instagram where the comments come from the top or from the bottom. Oh, let me see. There's a question here. Can you? Oh yes, I already answered that question. What do you think of the? This is a great question, guys and girls, who's ever watching. A good. I know. So when I'm taking someone's taking a solo. Let's say you're playing like in the key of B flat minor, F7. So a good solo would be a bad solo. I don't want to call it bad, but a solo where I think that you're not really playing jazz is like this. You know why? Because you're just running the scale, okay? And so if you're just running the scale, you're not playing jazz. You're just playing a scale. Okay. Now, if you're playing jazz and you're playing a 1-6-2-5, you're actually playing over we call the changes. So you're kind of changing with the chords, we call them. Techniques like chromatic notes, passing tones, arpeggios, reharmonizations. So that's jazz language. So if you're just playing a scale, you're not playing jazz language. Like, so if you're just going fast scale, this is jazz. So I'm playing like jazz there, kind of. You know, I'm just messing around, but I'm playing more jazz language. So I'm just messing around. That's more jazz language, okay? Or putting things like. I'm just messing around. Okay. Can you use sus chords, the progression on seventh chords? Oh, someone's asking me about progression with seventh chords. So I'm using sus chords chords. And that's from a song called what was that song? That's a song by Freddie Hubbard. And sus chords can be used like in what we call every two frets or every the whole steps. What's that song called? I used to do it all the time. Gigs and stuff when I had gigs. So, sus chords can be transposed. And now, I'm sorry. Well, there's some questions up here. Play anthropology. Oh, someone's asking me to play anthropology. That was how long ago was that question? Let me see if I can play that a little bit. It's weird. Like my positioning on the guitar is weird when I'm playing in this chair. I might put the backing track on. So let me see if I can do that. I have a backing track here, and I don't want to play it too fast. Let me see. Maybe you can hear the backing track. Oh, hold on. Can you hear this? I was just using a backing track, guys. Can you guys see me on YouTube still? Because I had to like cut off into yeah, you still see me good. Yeah, so I was playing. So that was a request from TikTok. A question. Let me get some water here. I'm talking too much. So yeah, that was a request from TikTok. So it's great to have a backing track once in a while called iReal Pro. So someone's asking me, "Hi, I'm a classical guitarist. I would like to learn the basics of jazz guitar." Oh, so I think I already answered this question. Basically, you just need to go into learning tunes, solos, jazz school to go to learn jazz. Go to Berkeley. There's a lot of great jazz school. Juilliard, Manhattan School of Music. There's a lot of places. Oh, okay, cool. Let me see. Let me go to. Let me see. I'm gonna go look on Instagram too. Oh, Red Clay. Thank you for the answer. That was a song I played before with the sus chords. So that was Red Clay by Freddie Hubbard. That's right. Took up Jazz Bossa Nova. Okay, I will probably. Yeah, let me try something. Let me see if I can. What could? Okay, now let me answer some questions here. Dave Matthews. Do you do like Dave Matthews funk style? Um, you know, one of my friends plays in Dave Matthews band. Rashawn Ross, the trumpet player. He's a horn arranger. I love Dave Matthews. He's great. So yes, I love all styles of music. Just because I play jazz a lot doesn't mean I don't play other styles of music. So so yes, Dave Matthews is great. P9 looking pickups. Oh yeah, someone talking about my heck. What kind of guitar is that? Oh, this is an Eastman. Yeah, someone said the guitar doesn't sound like jazz. So when you guitar, you know what? You can make any guitar sound like jazz. Everybody. So that means it's not a jazz is about how you touch the guitar and play, or any play any other instrument. You can make any just like a Stratocaster, and he's playing jazz. Okay, so that's really important to have your touch. Hey, good afternoon, Marcia. Hey, thank you, beautiful, thank you. So everybody, it's getting late here. I was just doing an impromptu here, and just to answer some questions about certain things. So if someone's asking, I'm going to answer a few more questions. So, what's the most important thing about jazz? Jazz is a language. It's a feel. Okay, it's something you have to internalize and listen to a lot to get into. So, I'm working on this stuff all the time. Trying to. It's very important to get into jazz that way. Someone's asking me if I do rock music. I started out playing rock. Rock, it doesn't sound the same as like a real rock musician, because there's something to every style. There's something very important, like the feel. What you grew up with. You just can't just play jazz. You just can't play rock if you're a jazz musician. You have to like get into the music like rock musicians do. It's the same as studying music. Learn Which models go well with a D flat? Which modes go well with a D7 flat 9? So someone's asking me what modes with D7 flat 9. So you can use an altered mode, so which is E flat mode, flat 7, Lydian dominant. So you can use harmonic minor sometimes on the G minor, on the D7 flat 9. Okay, so those are some of the scales you can actually use. D7 flat 9. That's a great question. From someone's in Jersey. Someone's mentioned that. So yeah, I mean, some of these questions I probably got too late. If you're still on here, yeah, someone's gonna book a guitar lesson with me soon. So guys, if you enjoyed this, thank you very much. Please follow me, and I have all these signs up here. That's just crazy. I have a Patreon account for everybody on Instagram and on TikTok. Okay, if you want to join them, I need to find the other way. Yeah, this one here is on for YouTube. Okay, so if you want to join my Patreon for $3 or more a month, that's great. Also, this is a new thing, badge. You can buy a badge from the show, and it costs like 99 cents, $1.99, $4.99. I'm not showing you these guys because this is only for Instagram. Okay, so that's a new thing Instagram offers. So if you like my show, please send me a badge, and that'll be really nice of you guys. Okay, I'm getting ready to go, and also for if you like my show, Venmo and Cash App. Okay, it's already on the comments, and also here on YouTube. Okay, thank you very much for watching. I'm going to be posting this video everywhere, and watch the playback on TikTok. You can, but I can download the video now. Okay, some more posting tonight on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. YouTube for almost 13,000 followers now. TikTok for 12,000. No, for 25,000, and Instagram for 25,000. Again, I forgot to mention too. I'm having a sale on my website for all my lessons and sheet music, like printable lessons. So you get 25% off my website. Okay. Sorry, on YouTube it's 25K at Ron Jackson Music. This is probably backwards. Okay. Everything on my website is 25% off this week, and people are my book is sold out. That I have about chords. It's called Chords at Your Fingertips with a bunch of great writers, and download and all my albums. Like this is my latest album right here. It was a top hit record. You can pick that up. You get an autographed copy if you get a copy on my website. Okay, everything's 25% off. Okay, and I appreciate you guys. You can watch the playback, and I'll see you guys soon. Okay, Ron Jackson, over and out. It was a great time, and I'll see you guys soon. Okay, bye-bye. I'm going to end the stream now on YouTube. Bye-bye. And bye-bye on Instagram. Everybody doing? This is a Patreon. I'm gonna have a few guests up today, so where I give lessons like sheet music, all kinds of stuff like this that students can actually watch, and they can actually download these lessons. You know, they come with tabs, exercises for jazz improvisation, and the cool thing now is I usually just like I'll do a live lesson every month, just broadcasting my lesson just to Patreon. But now that are on my Patreon, if they show up, I know a couple people are going to show up at about 2:30. And if they want to go live with me, I sent you guys the link already. My patrons and my students, you should have got the email last night, and then you could actually just go hit that link and you can go live with me. So please do that if you can. So I'm going to do is I do very basic lessons that are very important for your fundamental skills in jazz improvisation. And all these lessons in my Patreon account are all about that. Like this lesson right here is about playing over a blues. Okay? Now, a jazz blues. So in the key is C, like a C7 chord. Okay, C dominant 7 for one bar. Now this is a jazz blues, so the chords are a little different. I'm sure you see this a million times on YouTube. So today, I'm only going to be taking questions and just my patrons, and once a month, or my students, or special guests I invite So any patrons that got my link by email, you can actually join me now. Hit the StreamYard link, and you'll go live with me, and everybody can watch you on YouTube as well. So today is public, okay? So when I teach somebody a blues, like a C blues, the blues chords are C7, 2, 3, 4, F7, F7, F sharp diminished 7, C7, E minor 7, A7, D minor 7, G7, then C7. So that's how you actually play a jazz blues. The jazz blues actually is just the history. You know, uh, back in the old days when the blues started, it's just an evolution of the very, very first blueses that came out. I heard that the first blues was just one chord. I got the blues, yeah. I got the blues all day long. Whatever. And then when they get to the F chord, they never changed. I got the blues, yeah. And someone said, man, you gotta throw an F chord in there. And then, when they get to the 5 chord, I'm just shortening it. I'm just making it shorter. I got the blues. But before all that, they actually just played the same chord, I heard, until they started making it more complicated. Players know. And then some guitar players know the jazz blues, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 5 of the 4, 4, sharp 4 diminished 7, 1, 1 7, then 2 5 of the 2, 2 5 of the 1, then a 1 6 or 5 7 of the 2, 2 minor, 5 7 1. So that's the traditional jazz blues. So when I teach improvisation, I teach you how to play over changes. Now, jazz is all about playing the changes, they call it, okay? So in this workshop today, it's all about learning how to play the changes. And also, this workshop is for my patrons and my students usually, but I have this open for the public today, so you can all watch, okay? Students online, and my patrons get all this sheet music about learning how to do this stuff, okay? So you can just, if you're interested in my Patreon, just go here to patreon.com/Ron Jackson Music. It's just like my YouTube channel and all my who are going to be on later and who are watching if they want to send me a comment. Also, I'm going to have a guest with his son. He's a jazz guitar student. I don't know exactly how old he is, but his son is about 8. He just turned 8. He's a guitar student. He's going to be a great guitar player by the time he turns 18 because he's studying with me right now. He started when he was 7. Malachi, his father. So, they're students too. This book is called Chords at Your Fingertips, okay? A lot of my students who are my actual students on Patreon talk about this book a little bit today. So learning how to do walking bass lines, chord melody, all kinds of stuff, okay? And also, right now you can get this book discounted. You'll see the link on my description here. You can get this book at 20% off because I'm actually doing an Indiegogo for my new album. So you can actually get this book 20% off if you get it right now while it lasts, okay? Right now I have about 20 copies. I'm going to have to reorder some more if I run out here on Indiegogo on my campaign. So go, just hit that over there. And hey, Glenn, let me show this right now. How you doing, Glenn? If you want to join me, Glenn, well, I don't know. Actually, I don't know if you are one of my patrons. You're to the public. Glenn, if you want to support me, so I'm doing that campaign for my new album. So you can actually, see the link. Someone's going to post a link probably soon about that too on the comment chain here. Okay. And so let's talk about playing chord changes over a blues. You have to be able to students is just playing 8th notes to scale. Or 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and all 4 and going up the scale. So this is on a C7 chord. It's a C dominant scale or mixolydian we call it. Some scales have more than 2 names. So on a C7 I play a C dominant scale. So it's very important, everybody. when you play the guitar, you just don't play up and down the scale like this in the same octave. You got to be able to play this all the way across the neck, up and down the neck. Watch it. Because you're going to be very limited